All right, y'all. Welcome to the Realness Radio Podcast. We back in this bitch again. Here with my boy, Tony Tone. I'm
What up,
King
what up?
Shrek, and we out here. What we talking about this week, man?
Man, this week, we are talking about vaccinations.
Vaccinations.
You got yours. I'm questioning mine.
Yep.
We're talking scary stories. We're talking Jake Askren again. But the tables have turned a little bit.
The tables have turned. We got some interesting conversations. So, y'all lock it in. Stay tuned after the intro music. Y'all already know what it is.
I'm for real. I'm for real.
Realer than real.
You're now tuned into the Realness Radio Podcast.
I got you stuck off the realness.
Realness.
Y'all feel me? Y'all feel. Y'all definitely feel.
He has one more day or a couple more days. He's like a day away from, like, he thinks he's a day away from his car.
Mhm.
So he knows he has to camp again, right? So he camps again. He goes to sleep. He's a little more calm. He's not as worried about it as he was last time. That whole thing. And then he goes to sleep. Like, he comes down. He goes to sleep. And then all of a sudden, he starts to hear the noise again.
Mhm.
Someone's rapidly running past his tent. Someone's like running in circles around his shit, making all kinds of noise, and like he's just freaked out in his shit, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we're live, by the way. What up, y'all? We're in this bitch. I'm telling a story right now. Bear with us. Continuing. Anyway, so he's like freaking out again, right? And he's thinking, like, what the fuck? So from what I remember, this is a paraphrasing, of course. He like spends the night in there. He figures out like he's gotta I think he tries to like run or something a little bit at night, or he tries to go out and like confront the dude again at night, and the dude just says the same thing, like at a distance. So again, he can't see the dude.
Looking for Bell's Canyon or whatever.
And he goes, "Hey, do you know how to get to Bell's Canyon?" And like just says the same fucking thing to him.
Yeah.
And doesn't say anything else to them. But he knows. He just went, like, say, if you're a good hiker, traveler, he just traveled like fucking 15 miles that day. You know, like he's traveling some good space. He's hiking. He's getting out there. And he's trying to get back. He knows something's off.
And it's not even like it's Blair Witch, like scary shit going on. Like he knows the dude is out there and
He
he's like,
knows-
why is this motherfucker running around my tent at night? You know what I'm saying?
And he just doesn't have a motive. He doesn't have anything, dude.
Mhm.
So
yeah, it's a little creepier.
It's creepier, right? So he packs up his shit again. Like he's freaking out. He packs up his shit. He like stays in his tent, like awake and armed all night. Doesn't get very much sleep. Starts to run. He's trying to stay, like, keep his energy, but still run. You know what I mean? Because he's trying to get back to his car.
Yeah.
And then he's going. He's got to camp again. It's the third night he's got to camp. You know
So
what I
he's
mean?
just way farther out than he thinks he is, or he's getting lost now?
No, he intended to be that far out.
Oh, okay.
He just didn't intend to have somebody essentially like
terrorizing
him on his way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he was just going out for a camping trip
Mhm.
for himself, for his own leisure and shit. Man, so
That's why you got to have the peace on you, man.
I'm just saying, like, I thought about it and I was like, I know, I'd have had a piece on me. That's on some
no.
real shit.
I
You
don't
know
go
what I mean?
hiking, camping, none of that without a fucking.
I don't go to
sidearm.
7-Eleven without mine, nigga. That's just how we get down. But so he again has to sleep again, dude.
Mhm.
And he's, this is the third night, so he's figuring like, hey man, I probably lost him. You know what I mean? The whole time he's not seeing anybody while he is hiking. He's not seeing another soul
Right.
this entire time. So he's like, okay, I probably lost this dude. You know what I mean? That was 30, 40 miles ago, blah, blah, blah. Goes to sleep, just chilling, thinks everything's good. Boom. Outside of the thing, you could just hear the voice. Do you know how to get to Bell's Canyon? Right outside of his tent, dude.
Oh man, he just needs to start throwing hands at this point.
Right
Like, pick up
outside
a
of his
rock.
tent again, dude. And dude's just out there like running in circles, like
Build a
making
bow and arrow.
noise. Yeah, like He's just out there fucking it up. And apparently this dude survives. Like, he survives to tell the story.
Yeah.
He gets back to his car. He's fucking freaking out. He's like panting. And, you know, he's like crazy that he survived this thing, and he just pieces out. And he doesn't even go tell like the authorities, because he's like, I don't know what I should tell them. Like, dude didn't really do anything.
Yeah.
But terrorized me the whole time. Like, he didn't really do anything, but he did something.
That's a fucked up prank right there.
Dude. And I don't know if it's a prank or, dude, like, that means that the distance that the dude was traveling every day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, think about it. You're in a panic. You're 50 miles out. You just hiked out there to do your own thing, commune with nature. And now you're hustling back. You know what I mean? That means you're covering an absorbent amount of time in these day shots. That person is doing it too.
Yeah. And I would start to think that that person has some sort of mental illness just to be out there wandering around in the woods trying to just, you know, stir me up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
or here's the other thing that,
what's the situation there? Yeah.
Here's the other thing that the YouTube dude puts up. Mr. Ballin is the YouTube channel I'm talking about, and who tells us the story. And the other thing that he brings up is some of these stories that are unmissing and blah, 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 that happen in the forest of the United States. Sometimes it's not necessarily a person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It might not be a crazy dude.
Yeah.
It might be something else.
Right.
And I mean,
paranormal.
That's what I'm going. That's the direction I'm going in. They're alluding to, I guess there's a lot of these stories that happen where there's like missing people and all kinds of crazy shit that just happens in the forest. And people are starting to get to this point that they believe that could be the situation, because it's starting to be like so many of them are unsolved and have no like rhyme or reason, or some of the stories that he's talking about in there, or like people who've traveled like a god awful distance, but they couldn't have done that.
Right.
Like in an amount of time, it's like you being at the top of the mountain now, you know what I mean? And now you're just up at Mount Lemon, and you don't remember how you got there. And the last time we talked, you were here doing the podcast.
So what is bringing to mind is through Ghost Adventures, I think it's the Zach Bagans show, but they go to some place in Arizona, and they say that this little town in Arizona is kind of like it's almost like a portal, like you're talking about, but it has a lot of paranormal activity. There's a lot of UFO sightings. There's a lot of paranormal like ghost experiences there, and there's also like visions of like little goblins. And they go and like see a few of these like orbs in this house, but it's all in this one specific area, and it's like kind of like a hot spot, I guess.
I wonder why all that energy's channeled into that one place.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And maybe they have these. Because have you ever heard of those places where the houses are like tilted to the side, but you walk in them and it's like the equilibrium is off, or the balance is off in that specific section, but they don't know why.
Right.
Or like gravity is a little bit heavier there. Or there's just a lot
of
weird
phenomena.
Weird phenomena. Yeah.
Especially in this massive uncharted territory we have. You know what I mean? Like the forest and the shit in the United States. It's fucking big. It's a big country. So like all these, story after story, you're like, how the fuck are these people coming up missing? Or how the fuck are they finding these people in places that it was just like, some of them are stories of kids and shit where like this kid got lost or something and they thought the kid died, but the kid did survive and something. But it was just like somewhere a kid couldn't have got themselves. There was no way that kid had the strength or the wherewithal or the know-how or this, whatever the circumstance is for the specific story, to have gotten to the place that they were. Ain't that some interesting shit?
Yeah, crazy shit. Like fire in the sky, dude.
Yeah, dude. I've been watching a little too much of this shit. This shit is gonna start affecting my life. You know something that I found this week that I think everybody should know about, and I think it's pretty funny. Did you know that they was out there selling black market vaccines and shit?
No, I didn't.
Oh my nigga, they out there selling. You can get them hot. You can get the bootleg vaccine.
You get the bootleg vaccine?
You get the bootleg vaccine.
Wait, is it that hard to come by a vaccine? Because I heard a lot of people were getting it.
You can get that bootleg. You can get the Moderna, the Pfizer. You know what I'm saying? That Johnson & Johnson. You can get all that for the fake And I guess the black market's been selling them. I read
got
this article.
these cheeseburgers, man.
Yeah, bro. I read this article on CNN, and it was like each dose of the Johnson & Johnson and AstraZeneca is a G a piece.
A G a piece.
A G a piece for these bootleg. And they're not sure if they're real or they're fake. So the pictures on them, they seem like they certified. They seem like everything's real. You know what I'm saying? It's just on the black market.
So I think I'm not as surprised as I am that there's a black market as I am that there's people who are willing to take black market vaccines.
I think it's hilarious.
That's crazy to me.
I think I gotta say there's some niggas behind this shit of just like the nigga ingenuity that comes out of this to bootleg. They got 20 vaccine certificates, you know what I'm saying? They $200 each. So, you know what I'm saying? If you want your little thing to say you got a cool COVID test, you know what I mean? Or you had your vaccines, I mean.
Yeah.
They got them, you know what I'm saying? They can say you got your first shot and your second shot, $200 a piece. Or you can just for free go get the shots.
You just get the swag.
Like you could
just get that vaccine swag.
You're getting vaccine swag for $200
Posers,
a piece.
dude.
You know what I mean? Or you could just like go get the vaccine.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an option.
Yeah, that's an option, yeah.
That's an option.
Arizona has quite a few of them.
And then like even one of them was like you can get the nose swab test and everything, bro. You can get the nose swab test to say you don't have the Rona. None. Those are $20. Yeah. And they got a bundle deal, dog. They're $25, and I think it's like 3 for $50, my nigga. They doing deals out here. It's like
I've been wanting the antibody test. Maybe I can get me a black market antibody test.
Yeah, well, it'll say that you've had the antibody test and that you've never, you know, you good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna cost you $200.
Oh yeah.
Instead of just going to Walgreens and getting it.
You
for
got
free.
yours, right?
Your
vaccine?
Yeah, I got both.
Yeah, both of them.
Both of them.
Yeah. Did you feel any side effects or anything?
I died.
Huh?
I died.
Oh, okay.
I'm not even here right now.
Oh shit.
Like the stories we were talking about, you're talking to a ghost. Like this isn't real, bro.
Do you need to know how to get to Bell's Canyon right now?
I was gonna ask you the direction to Bell's Canyon.
But didn't you say you had a pretty funny experience in the doctor's office?
I had a funny experience when I got my shot. It was pretty hilarious. I went in. I'm coming from work. For most people who listen to the podcast, they know what industry me and you work in. And I was coming from work, and you know I had to take a little personal time for me before I had went to the doctor's.
A little toki time.
You know what I'm saying? A little smoke. And I pull up, and this she got to be like 50-year-old white lady looks at me, and she's like, "You smell good." And I was like, "Thanks."
You are quite loud, sir.
Yeah, and then she was like, "Were you just smoking marijuana?" And I was like, "Yeah, a while ago." And she was like, nice. And then I looked at her and I was like, "Yeah, I work at a dispensary." And she was like, "Really? Thank you for your service." And then she just stabs me in the arm with the second shot.
Yeah.
And then that was it, dude. I didn't feel any really ill effects
That's good.
I mean, I was one of the fortunate ones. I don't so far feel any ill effects. It was Tuesday when I did it. I might have felt a little bit tired, but it was a long week.
Yeah.
So it could have just been that, you know what I mean? Nothing crazy. So
yeah,
I'm vaccinated and I'm out here. I don't know if I'm going to do anything with it, but you know what I'm saying? At least, at least I'll be good. At least mentally, I'll know.
Yeah, for sure. And I think one of the girls at work, she got a little bit sick yesterday. She said she got a fever, was feeling pretty horrible. So I guess there are a little bit of side effects to it, but it's going to hit everybody differently.
It's going to hit so many people differently. There was a couple of people at work. One of the girls had to take a couple days off. Mm-hmm. She wasn't feeling it. And then somebody else was really good with it. The owner he was out for a day.
Yeah.
So there's a few people here and there that seem like they're getting it a little heavier than others. Mm-hmm. But so far, I mean, I'm blessed because I was already worried about being, oh man, I'm going to be out. This is going to suck. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to feel sick. But nah, I'm straight.
Yeah. I'm still, I think I'm still going back and forth on whether or not I want to get it or if it's super important to me to get it. I don't know.
Still on the fence.
Yeah, I'm still on the fence, and I think it's just one of those things where it's like, I think I'm so confident in my own immune system, you know, maybe it's overconfidence, maybe it's not, I don't know, but I don't even remember the last time I got a fever. We've been working through this pandemic as essential workers for the last year, over a year now, and, you know, fortunately, nobody, I didn't get sick, nobody in my house got sick.
Right.
So I think I'm almost like wondering if I just have this like, bias towards it because, you know, I feel like I probably been exposed to it and nothing happened. So, it could be a mental thing that's going on there, but I'm not like super, super intrigued or like super ecstatic to get it. But I'm also at the same time, I've weighed the options. You know what I'm saying? I don't want a heart scar. I don't want, I don't want my mom still to get sick because she's more at risk. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even want my kids to get sick or take it to school because the kids are back in school now.
That was the big thing for me is my mom. You know what I mean? Like I took it. She went and got her first one. I took mine just so she's good. You know what I mean? At least I can be around her. It's going to be straight. So, I mean, that was the biggest thing. I never really felt like, oh man, I was going to get sick, but also I'm in that more risk category. So I just dotted my I's and crossed my T's just in case.
No, I feel you.
And for me, I felt like, what's the harm? You know what I mean? Like you might get a little cold for a couple days. Everybody seems fine. It's been out for a while. People I know who are in the medical industry had took it a while ago. So I was like, yeah.
I've read the data. I'm a little less adverse to taking it than I was probably a month or two ago, but
I've rolled the dice on a lot of crazy drugs in my life. I think I can take this shot. Yeah, I've already rolled the dice out. You know what I mean? If something was going to give me, it'd have been at 22, not at 35.
Other than that, though, your week's been good?
It's been good. It's been good. Actually, we could talk a little bit more after a quick break.
Hell yeah.
Let's pay some bills. What up, y'all? Let me tell you about another product I really like. This new thing I just found called Tappy. If you're an artist, if you're a business person, if you're anybody with anything that you want to share with people, maybe you're a designer, get this. It's a new business card. It's electronic. No paper, no thousands of cards in your pocket, just one. Anytime anybody asks, hey, what do you do, man? Pull it out, tap it on their phone. All the information's right there. Tappy. Go to our website at therealnessradiopodcast.com. Go all the way to the bottom and look at Tappy. Press get one, and you can order yours right now. Trust me, it's something you're interested in. Tappy. And we're back from paying bills.
Yeah.
What's up with your week? What were you doing?
My week's been good. I started school Wednesday.
Dang.
So I'm back in that online class.
Tone the education, man.
Yeah. It's weird how
big brains.
I'm actually enjoying school at this age. You know what I'm saying? Because when I was in high school, I did not give a flying fuck. Like I barely graduated. I think I bribed my math teacher like $5 on the very last day of school to let me graduate. But now I'm more into it. If I would have just applied myself back in the day, I would have done great. But now I'm doing great. I'm enjoying school, and it's kind of cool to be an example for my kids too, who are also back in school, and be like, yo, dad's doing homework. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm drinking beer while I'm doing my homework, but I'm doing my homework.
I guess I got to do my homework now.
Yeah.
I guess I got to do
Dad's
my
got an
homework.
A. You better get a motherfucking A.
That's right. That's awesome, though. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're going back at it. I mean, it's never too late to do that. I went back later in life. I didn't finish, but I did go back. Yeah. And you do, at least for me, I found that it was more worthwhile when I went back because I cared more. Yeah. I wanted to learn more. I went in to learn specific things. When you've just been doing it, because you've been doing it since you were a kid, I feel like some people, not all, but some people, you don't care.
Yeah.
So you have to go back for a reason. You have to have a reason to care.
Yep.
And to feel like you're invested in getting your education versus being there just to do it.
Yeah.
Was the big thing for me.
Yeah, because I was being forced as a kid to go to school. Like if nobody told me I had to, I would not have been there.
Hell no.
Now I'm choosing to. So
and we'd be dumber for it.
Yep.
But I would have never went.
No,
I would have
not at all.
Never went. Hey man, you see this in the news that we get a new Amazon center out here?
Yeah, that big ass center. I did hear about that. I thought we already had one though.
We do. We about to get a second distribution center
in Tucson.
I guess.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that shit about to be crazy, right? Hella jobs. Jobs.
A lot of jobs.
Hella jobs.
Yeah.
That's just going to be crazy.
It's also kind of scary, though.
I mean, I'm excited because I just want my packages. Like, I just ordered some Amazon, and it said it could be here today, but it might come Monday. And, like, I want it today.
Yeah. A lot of my shit comes, like, day or two now, even without Prime.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't got no Prime. That shit comes hella quick now.
Hell yeah.
So I'm saying, when in the second distribution center, maybe we can get my shit quicker. Like I can press send and they'll be like, boom, boom, here's your shit.
I
And I'd
think
be
my
like, "Thanks."
only trepidation with the big Amazon center is like, how like small towns are based off of like certain industries.
Yeah.
Like there's small towns that are based off of the prison industry. Like everybody works at the prison or everybody works at the mine. That's like my fear. Tucson's still small enough to where a big corporation, like a big thing like that, could kind of regulate. I would say economics and stuff like that. I don't know, maybe I'm being too conspiracy minded with it, but those are the kind of the things I think about too. Like, what's the downfall of it?
Well, I actually think on the opposite. I think that it's going to be good for job creation and growth in this area where we could use more shipping and or manufacturing jobs in the area. And we're already dominated by two of those things.
Yeah.
Raytheon is already one of those entities where my mom was there. Everyone I knew in the time worked there. You know what I mean? Like retired from there. So that was one of those jobs where like you're in Tucson, you work there, or DM. People are here because of DM. So you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Davis Monthan.
Yep. So we kind of do have a couple of those where it already is based around those things. Fuck it.
Maybe it'll force growth. Maybe we'll just get a lot bigger, which I still like. I like the small town feel of Tucson, but we always got to grow.
You're an old fogey, man.
I know.
I'm ready for this bitch to pop.
Yeah.
I'm ready for it to blow. Let's have some fun out here.
Hell yeah.
Let's turn this bitch into a party. We've been small town for long enough.
Oh yeah.
I'll miss it when I'm older or something. And I'll move out to like Green Valley.
Right.
Which will be like Tucson. You know what I'm saying?
No, yeah, we're gonna have those suburbs all around.
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, and
I already kind of feel like I'm in a suburb
out there.
Yeah.
See, when I grew up, we were, you know what I mean? Being out in Carno Valencia, you were like kind of in a suburb out there. But now it goes so much further back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's so much development back there by the casino, around the casino. It's like, nah, you're not in a suburb no more. This shit is gone.
Did you see the Suez Canal incident with the big shipping container, the ship that
it's fucking up the
got
world
turned
right now?
sideways? Yeah,
it's fucking up the world right now.
Yeah.
So okay, when you sent me the article, I was like, oh, okay, this is interesting.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And then I keep watching the news, and everybody's talking about it because there's so many companies behind that are just pissed off.
Oh yeah,
because they can't get their goods through.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And then they're trying to figure it out. They've been dredging it for like 4 days and it's doing nothing.
Right.
So they don't know how to like Austin Powers it out of the canal anymore. Like they were pissed off, and then the captain's just up there like, what do you want me to do, dude? Like,
so apparently there was like windstorms and like crazy shit. And again, I'm going into the conspiracy side, and I actually want to hear anybody who's a listener of the podcast who is into the conspiracy theories. I want to hear what the backstories are to these, because I like to delve into them, but I don't know the ones on this one. Right. As far as I know, supposedly it's all tied with Hillary Clinton, and they're backing up commerce and shit like that. But after reading multiple articles, like over hundreds of ships actually got stuck in that motherfucker.
I was like, oh my, no, they said that it was Hillary Clinton,
and her code name is like Evergreen or some shit like that. I'm like, this kid's wild, dude.
Do you know where
nothing can happen without a conspiracy there?
Do you know where that roots from?
No.
QAnon.
Oh, QAnon, yeah.
It roots from QAnon. That conspiracy rooted from QAnon. They're plugging the pipes of her baby conspiracies and shit. You know what I mean? Like this is part of the Hillary Clinton and Bill Clinton. There's like 1,000 slaves on that boat, and they're coming to sex slavery.
Yeah, it's all kids in
with
those
Jeffrey
containers.
Epstein. He's alive. He's the guy running the boat. Like fucking QAnon, dude. That was the one thing I was gonna bring up too. I was like, once I heard about the whole story, then I started hearing the QAnon stories. They were like, Hillary Clinton and all these people are involved, and they're plugging the economy of the world. And I'm like, all right, guys.
I wanted to bring the conspiracy thing up to you because I know you're more of a rational thinker, I am too. Like I'm more biased to like I'm more gonna jump on the rationale.
Yeah, than I am gonna crazy.
The crazy. Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
it's like I can,
but I still love to hear the conspiracy.
It's
you know
funny.
What I'm saying? It's great.
It's hilarious.
Yeah,
I think it's gonna be good. And like you said, y'all, let us know. Put it in the comments. Tell us the conspiracies because it's hilarious.
Tell us what's popping. Yeah,
it's gonna be hilarious because it's gonna be some bullshit. But I mean, it's hilarious. They always come up with some shit, and it doesn't matter, bro. Like in a minute, the Jewish space laser is gonna fucking plop a hole.
Jewish space laser.
He's gonna plop a hole right beside the fucking tanker, and it'll get it unstuck, and the world will go back to normal, dude. And then that day, Corona will be over.
Yeah. It'll be a
and
great
Donald
day.
Trump will be our president again.
Oh, our Lord and Savior.
Our Lord and Savior. Yeah, he's quiet right now because he's too busy saving the world.
Mm-hmm. He's too busy about to jump off his new social media platform.
Oh God, that's gonna. I wonder. I think I might sign up just to see what he says.
Oh yeah, you got to sign up just to get into it.
I just want to
like,
know what they're saying in there.
Yeah.
I'm curious to like what the conversation's gonna be. And they're like, "You won. We got to take this bitch back." Like,
I know I'm great.
This
is the best
greatest
social platform.
This was the greatest electoral college victory.
We're gonna start our own country.
This social media platform is gonna be so social with all the medias. It will be crazy.
You're basically gonna be able to touch each other through the social media platform.
And if you think that I don't love QAnon because they love me, you can't see what I'm gonna do. Just wait.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Okay. While we're doing dumb Trump impressions.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I hate him as a president and as a person and all the things.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely on not the list of a fan.
Yeah.
But the news is boring right now.
Dude, the news is so boring.
I
even started making fun of Biden just so I can make fun of somebody.
It's not as
like,
fun.
Like, yeah, it's not even as fun to make fun of Biden.
Yeah, like everyone was making fun of him tripping on the plane, and I'm
I know, it's like I do that every day, you know?
I'm like, dude, he's stepping on stairs. I fell down some stairs. Like he's a fucking old ass man. Give the man a break.
Yeah.
I'm like, Donald Trump tripped up those motherfuckers. So like,
oh yeah,
he was way funnier. He'd be like, I was about to do a cartwheel, but I decided not to.
Oh,
Have you not seen Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory?
Oh yeah, dude.
Like it's just, I miss that level of entertainment, even though it's at the sake and the stake of our country and our own livelihoods.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Part of me does. There's like a little piece inside that misses that level of entertainment.
I just miss kind of seeing his orange face with the white outer eyeball area.
Yeah, we're like he's dead inside, but then it's orange right there.
But it's just super orange. Yeah.
Have you ever seen the photo that somebody did where they got the inner side of the his actual face color and then photoshopped it over the orange so you can see what he looks like without the makeup on? Oh, it's great.
Oh, I gotta see this.
Oh, you gotta find it. It's fantastic.
Oh my god, he's probably so pasty.
He's so pasty. That's why he wears it.
Yeah, you can see his veins and shit.
Like he's like it's scary. Like he should use a bronzer, but like not that one.
Yeah.
Like not the super orange. Like you should probably go with a darker color, but like not go pumpkin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's what I just don't understand is
Lacey
like
for president.
I'm boom. I'm not even gonna I'm not even gonna put some on that. I'm gonna leave that right there.
Yeah.
Right where it needs to be. That is hilarious. Oh my God. For any of y'all that got that, you're a real one.
Yeah.
Anyway, I mean, I think it's crazy that dude wears like that color though. Like think about it. In the day and age that we are, there's like little 16-year-old boys that can contour themselves into like whatever character, whatever they want. Females are turning themselves into like whatever superheroes, and I mean,
well, it's gonna be like cosplay is gonna be normal. It's gonna be an everyday thing. It's kind of like what's the show? What's that movie? I guess it's like Hunger Games, kind of, where everyone just looks like outrageous. Almost. Like everyone has their own character.
Everyone's done up a little more.
Yeah.
So you can do that to this level, but nobody can get Donald Trump a matching color for his face.
Well, he's from the East Coast, so it's like he doesn't really know what a good sun tan tone
like nobody could get
is,
that,
you know,
like dude, a warm buttery tone. They had to get that dude, or nobody told him like, hey man, you know you're closer to Chester Cheeto than you are looking like Snooki. You know what I'm saying? You should probably go, I know you don't like Mexicans as much, but you should probably go towards that skin tone.
Yeah.
Instead of away from the pumpkin.
I don't get the color choice at all.
I've always been perplexed about it. Like nobody, his wife, nobody's like, hey man, hey, and then when you put it on, close your eyes and do over the eyelids and around the eyes. You apply the makeup to the entire face. Like nobody told him that. Nobody.
Yeah, I don't know where his mind.
Like
I mean, look at the hair though. So it's not
I
like
get he's famous, but you could still just be like, this might give me fire, but hey man, like, could you blend it in? I'm gonna send you a contour video of this 16-year-old girl that is crazy, my G. You should try that.
Dude, just the hair though, like you know how like the hair
He's got
pops
the-
out
Yeah, it
like
comes-
3 inches
it-
of like
yeah, and it-
front of his nose,
and then it comes up.
comes back. Like that's
It's
a wild style choice anyway.
but it's almost like a cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
It's
a
almost
character.
It's almost like a caricature.
Yeah.
But like in real life, his hair comes out
Yeah.
and then like does that thing, but then it's non-existent back here. But then it's like existent.
Yeah.
So we know it's not there, but it's there. And he still doesn't want to admit that it's not there.
Yeah.
But like, hey man, just go bald.
It's
Like,
like
if
the
you
Richard. It's like the Richard hair from Tommy Boy. You know, like
right.
You know that.
I would've-
Don't tell anybody.
I would have respected him a lot more
Mm.
if he just would have went into a second term and like shaved his whole head bald
Yeah.
and then grown like a beard.
Or
You
went
know what I
like
mean?
goth,
And
like
just
went black
full
and
dictator,
pasty.
went full dictator looking. He's just bald and he's angry all the time. I would have been like, all right, now that's Donald Trump.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe he got like a tighter. Maybe he would have left the suits and just went in a full supervillain costume.
Yeah, like leather vests and shit.
Yeah, like just like call up Marvel and be like, hey man, I want that outfit that was on the last bad guy. Can you give me that, but also looks presidential?
Oh yeah.
Holler at your boy.
Yeah.
Like, could we at least, if he was going to be a character, could we at least, take it up a notch, make it interesting for us?
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know, go full circle. Get like a wacky looking car that's like a spaceship. You know what I mean?
I'm kind of
Just-
surprised he hasn't done anything outlandish to be on the news since
You
being
know?
out of president. Maybe I don't watch the news enough. Maybe he has. I don't know.
He really hasn't.
No.
Because I watched the news a decent amount, and he
Yeah.
hasn't done anything that's been like, whoa, man.
I think everyone's just kind of like, all right, get the fuck
Well,
out of here.
everybody
We're
had
kind
enough
of done
of
with
it.
you now. Like,
That's why we can talk about
Sweep
it now,
him
because
under
we
the
all had
rug and-
enough of it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We were good.
yeah.
So like, I think that's what's happening is everybody's kind of sweeping him, and he can't Twitter. He can't tweet.
Oh yeah, he's still kicked off, huh?
He's clicked off of Twitter, so he can't tweet.
Dude, I forgot about that.
So
He has been silenced.
So that's why that's why you ain't heard shit, because
Yeah.
the whole time he'd been like, Joe Biden
Mhm.
is the worst president since me. You know what I mean? Like,
All the jobs are going back to Mexico.
they're all going to Mexico. The Mexicans are here and they're eating tacos.
Yeah.
He would have been on a rant. But
Mhm.
because Jack Dorsey was like, no more of that.
Mhm.
I mean, that has its own issue of whether you should have freedom of speech or not, whatever. I'm kind of happy he got kicked off.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah, I'm
I'd say-
really concerned with the amount of like,
I'd say maybe you let him tweet like once a day.
yeah, but I mean, like, there's too much power to like be able to silence people like that, and it's I don't know. I feel like it could turn us into something we're not, or you know what I'm saying, or steer us in a direction we don't really want to go to.
I want to feel like I
Like
have
1984
something.
George Orwell type stuff. You know what I'm saying?
I see where people say that, but to be honest, I don't even least bit care.
Mhm.
Like, it'd be one thing if you were silencing somebody who wasn't that person, but silencing someone who is that human being.
Mhm.
Sometimes I'm feeling like, hey man, nobody else threw the book at him. He got away with everything else. Somebody's got to. This dude's got to be in trouble some way.
Right.
Everybody's just letting him do what he wants to do. Hey, he got plenty of freedom of speech. He can go sit on Fox News every fucking day. He can send out a text message blast. He can do whatever the fuck he wants. Just because you ain't been on Twitter, you be all right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It could open the floodgates to some shit. I could be here in 85 and be like, God damn it, I can't talk about the government.
Yeah.
But at this point, Jack Dorsey taking fucking Donald Trump off, yeah, we'll be all right. You know what I mean? We'll be all right. We'll live.
I think so. But
Mm.
it's very it's an interesting topic to me. You know what I'm
is.
saying? And the implications of it are interesting as well. But-
Yeah. It had the internet a buzzing.
Mhm.
You know, it had definitely people have been on both sides of the thing of whether that was something that they should have done or whether that really stomps on his freedom of speech. And in some ways, that is 100% correct. You know what I mean? Like, he should be able to be up there and spout whatever he wants to. You know what I mean? But then you have the flip side. Like, at what extent does this
Yeah.
level of stuff be okay, right?
Mhm.
Because then there's that flip
It's
side.
mostly
So, like,
false information he's spouting anyway. So
yeah,
it's-
when you're out there spouting false information and lies and those kinds of things, it's different if he was out there actually saying something, you know what I mean, and his actual facts were being, you know what I mean, like contested. But it's like you don't have any facts to stand on. You've just been lying. So at that point, I'm supposed to be sad for a liar.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So I don't.
Yeah, I'm by no means is sad for him.
No.
I'm sad at the. I'm not even sad. I'm just more thinking about the implications of what that means for everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think about it too, and I think about the idea that they can go ahead and silence me. I ain't got shit to say.
Well, we just
Do what
start
you
our own
want.
little fucking
Revolt.
corner of the world. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
But
gonna
I
get
guess
me
to get
an
off
island.
To get off the Cheeto anyway, did you see the little update of Ben Askren and Jake Paul? I know we've been touching on it here and there, but did you see Askren put his hands on Mr. Paul's face?
I did see that.
Yeah,
I did see that.
kind of cringy. It was hilarious.
See, I actually thought it was cringy on Jake Paul's part.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Totally.
Okay. Yeah, like the little whack ass punch that he threw.
Yeah,
at
it wasn't
him.
even a punch. It was like when I seen it from a different angle, he like smacked his belly.
Like the little whack ass thing that he does.
And it was a very like jittery kind of like like
you
reaction.
son of a bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like the way that he reacts.
So I feel like he
towards him.
kind of got exposed a little bit there.
Oh,
You know what I'm
hell
saying?
yeah.
Like he did you
Hell
hear
yeah.
Askren though? Like when he's talking and Jake Paul's like, the champ is here, and Askren just kind of looks at him. He's like, "You're so embarrassing."
Dude, but see,
Yeah.
that's how most of us feel about it. It's because
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
yes,
absolutely.
dude, you have the ability to be in this arena.
Yeah.
But dude, act like you've been here before, bro.
Mhm.
Like, could you be an adult for like 10 minutes? Like
Mhm.
10 minutes.
It's like he's doing a script of other like fighters who have actually got skin in the game, but
Yeah.
it's just he doesn't. So it's like,
It's
all
like
right,
you
bro,
have-
like you said, act like you've been here, have a little get serious a little bit.
Like a little bit.
You
Have
know
like,
what I'm saying? And
Have
be
like a
like-
tiny bit of coup for class or
Mhm.
something about the way that you go about your shit. You
Mhm.
could be cocky when you are a Conor McGregor. You could
Yes.
be cocky when you are a Mayweather and nobody's knocked you the fuck out.
Exactly.
And you have a little more, I can let you have a little more leeway on that. But just to be like a brand new dude and you're just mounting and you got a couple fights, like,
Mhm.
bruh.
Yeah, knocked
Like-
out nobodies, so it's like
It's like that dude, like, he can smash you in this next fight
Mhm.
and you will be you'll be on the flip side of this whole thing. It won't even be the same kind of funniness. You know
Oh,
what I
no.
mean?
Yeah.
Because we will be laughing at you harder than we laughed at anybody else who got knocked out.
Oh yeah.
Because of all the shit you've been talking and
Yeah.
your brother.
And then it's gonna get really real when you get a chin check or you get a real kidney shot from a
Yeah,
real fighter,
from
and
a
you're
real
like,
fighter.
oh shit, I'm gonna piss blood later. And
Yeah,
then
like,
we see the fear in your eyes. You know what I'm saying?
or dude, or you come back from that fight and it's the post thing and he's just lumped. Like, you've seen some fighters and they're post fight and they're fucked.
Yes.
You know
But
what I
you know
mean?
what? Even though I'm talking shit, because I was just last week praising the dude, like hoping like he's gonna do something, I'm still gonna double down. I'm still gonna put my money on Jake Paul because I still want to see it happen.
I want to see it
I'm gonna
happen.
go for it, and
but
I
I
also
don't
don't
wanna
like
see him win.
Askren. I don't really care for that guy.
I haven't followed enough of him to really have a care about him.
Mm-hmm.
So then my emotion is more towards Jake, and I'm like,
When I
come
seen
on, Ben.
when I seen
knock him out, Askren.
when I seen Askren versus Masvidal's presence and personality makes Askren look silly, I think.
Okay.
So it
Okay.
does definitely give you those
It
tears.
had
you
that
know, and I
opposite
think
effect where
Askren's
he was
doing
the
that.
goofy.
Yeah, Askren's doing that to fucking
Right.
Jake Paul right now,
Right.
for sure. So it's just I guess it's just perspective at this point, but
Right. See, and I think it's just because I haven't followed the dude as much, so I
Mhm.
didn't have much of an opinion, but these pictures and things we've just seen recently.
right.
So I was like, man, I want to see something good,
Mm-hmm.
but also I want to see one of the Pauls embarrassed. Like
I would love to see Logan Paul embarrassed.
I want to see their ego just like a little bit embarrassed,
Mhm.
and then like, hey, yeah, you can triumph above that, you can come back.
Oh yeah,
But I'd rather see you as a bit of an underdog than this just loudmouth fucking
exactly.
kid. Like, you're just a loudmouth outsider. You're not even like, he would call himself an underdog, but you're
Mhm.
not an underdog
Mhm.
because you're not in the game.
Yeah.
Like, you're not in the game. You just got in the game. You're not in the and your fame and money is the only thing that got you there. Where a lot of talented fighters would not have those opportunities.
Yeah. And this is kind of something I've been saying for a minute now, and it's probably been years now, but I've always felt like a lot of people are trying to be Muhammad Ali.
No, of course.
You know what I'm saying? They're trying to be the loudmouth, get in your head before the fight, win the fight before the fight.
I'm so pretty.
You know what I'm saying?
so pretty.
I'm so pretty, and get in their heads to where discourage them before they even get into the ring. But the fact that it's almost not everybody's, but a majority of people, it's their go-to move now.
Right.
And a lot of people are showing themselves to be just talkers. You know what I'm saying?
And that is the case, because you've seen a lot of people try to take that moniker on.
Yeah.
And
I think Jake Paul's making this mistake.
Yeah. And that's what's been happening is you see that people aren't really prepared to, you're not prepared to live that life. Muhammad was ready.
Mm-hmm.
And he lied down on a whole lot of his beliefs. You know what I mean? Whether it was in the ring or out of the ring. Y'all not, you know what I mean? There's some people and some things are a phenom. He's one of them. You're not going to be him. You can try to be as loudmouthy and as crazy, but you're not going to have the same respect, level, reverence. That was his story. That's not your story. You know what I mean? It's like the age-old beef between LeBron and MJ. Michael Jordan's Michael Jordan. He's never going to be Michael Jordan. It's just, it's a different place, different time, different thing. You know what I mean? It's never going to be that way. You know what I mean?
And guess what? You can like them both.
Yeah. And you can, but it goes back to you can pretend to act like that person as much as you want, but you're not going to get the same result they did because it's not your story. That's not, you, not
be
them.
you, be yourself.
Be yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
Go out there, be cool. You know what I mean? That loudmouth shit the Paul brothers do, that might work right now, but you know, what your longevity looks like. What if you're just one of those assholes where they're like, none of the fight leagues are like, we're not going to take that dude. Like, he's got too much shit going on. He's got, you know what I mean? Like, your career can go in so many different directions. You know what I mean? So you should have some, I don't know, like life tends to give you a slice of that humble pie and a big heaping helping, and don't taste so good. So I don't know.
I think he just has too many opportunities that not the average Joe would even get. You know what I'm saying? I think I would respect his grind, his hustle a little bit more if he took the time to grind out 10 amateur fights or something like that, and get some actual skill,
get some
skin, and be like, okay, this guy actually has some fights under his belt.
Yeah,
he did get a couple good knockouts. Maybe he has a chance against this guy. But no, it's like we've seen 3 fights, 2 of them against nobody, and now all of a sudden we got to believe your hype. And
you didn't earn it.
Yeah. Exactly.
You didn't earn
so
it.
it's a big facade that he thinks he's putting pulling the wool over our eyes, but he's not.
Exactly. And it's unfortunate, but people are not going to really see this. And I'll say this as a black dude, it's a whole lot of privilege over there. There's a whole lot of privilege happening over there.
A lot of money, yeah.
And I can see that. You know what I mean? I can see it in the way that they act, the attitude, the whole this. Like, bro, you've been fine, and you're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So just doing this, it's like I'm thinking about little Mexican kids we know from out here. I got homeboys that have been boxing pro for a long ass time. They ain't got the opportunities that fool did to just run off his mouth and go ahead and jump in the big leagues. But these fools have been fighting motherfuckers, real motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Shouts out to all my homeboys at the boxers. Y'all already know.
Fucking working construction all day and then going to the boxing gym and grinding it out for the last 5-10 years. And but
they didn't have the chance to just be a YouTube star and run their mouth and be a handsome looking white kid. You know what I mean? They just, hey, you're undeniable. The rest of the kids don't got that. So I don't know. I think that's my issue with him. But I hope that he has a good career, because that means that we have something entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
That means we have something to do.
And your perspective is very real, because I hope, if anything, that if he does make a name for himself and do something big, that he provides the opportunity for people like that.
He better.
Because if he doesn't, then it's just kind of
it's all for naught, bro.
It's just a game.
Yeah, it's just a game. Yeah. You're just doing the shit that the rest of the motherfuckers doing.
There's an end game for him, and it's pretty much money or something.
Yeah, if you getting on these bags, you better put your homies on. All them niggas you hanging out with, and you trying to put in these little videos, and you trying to be cool in the music videos and hanging out with the baby and all that type of shit. Yeah, make sure you put them little niggas on too. Once you got all that paper. Absolutely. I don't know that he doesn't, and I'm not gonna say that he doesn't. I don't know what he does. I don't know the man, so he might be putting them niggas on right now. But I'd like to definitely see that as if he's gonna make a career out of just his privilege and loudmouthness, and he can actually put the fucking proof where the pudding is in these fists, which they've proven they can do a little bit of that. Then hopefully they do something good out of it and give back to their peoples, and then give us something good to watch.
Yep.
So I mean, I feel like this has been a good one, man. I feel like it's about time to close this bitch out.
Good vibe today, yeah.
Good vibes, dog. Good vibes. So, yo, if you guys want to hook up with your boy, I'm at Superior Shrek on Instagram. That's the first place you got to find me. And my partner here.
Yeah, Tony Tone, prolific_Pappy. Once again, hit me up. Ask me a question, drop a line, do whatever.
Yeah, holler at your boys, man. We doing this for real. And this will, there'll be another one, baby. And another one, and another one. And if you like this, don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, share it to your friends, spread it out there, tell people. The more people know, the more fun we can have with this. So thanks for listening, guys. And we'll see you later.
See ya.